Hello there, it's Halo with the Armageddon Report. Hopefully you are enjoying your Freitag in preparation for the wonderful Wochenende or whatnot. So we've gone from having as high as a 90% chance out here and as high as a 40 to absolutely nothing going on. However, we now have two different blobs of probability in the Northwest Pacific. And I say we now have, we may have had them for a while. I have to be frank and admit that a script that someone wrote, that someone being me, was only, storing one of the blobs of probability and just completely ignoring the other one. Anyway, that bug has been fixed now, so now we can see we've got a high chance out near the Philippines and a medium chance of tropical cyclone formation that could potentially affect Japan at some point based on the spaghetti models, which there's not a whole lot of congruence. Some of it show it, going north and very north. But yes, Taiwan, potentially in the path of this one, the Philippines potentially will be affected and could, of course it's already got shower and thunderstorm activity associated with it, Shirley. Let's see what, I can never remember which one I want. It's West Pacific. So here's some areas. So there you go, there's one blob of probability and the other one is kind of wrapped up in there. So that's what's going on right now, so we keep an eye on that to see if that turns into, let's see if we can find out. What is the next one? I've almost remembered it. Saula. Obviously, I need to go find out how that's pronounced. Anyway, I do believe it would be if both of them turn into something Saula and Damri. Damri? I don't know. I have to get a pronunciation guide. Anyway, so here's what's going on. Right now, we've got some severe thunderstorm watches in effect over here in the United States. Heat advisories along the coast, heat advisories there, heat advisories. Tiny little blob looks like probably near St. Louis. The excessive heat warnings. So the stuff is kind of tapering off, but still sticking around, but it's still going to be just flipping hot. It just won't be to the level of excessive heat warning hotness. Hotness? Heat? I don't know. Anyway, here's what's going on right now with the outlook. 30% chance of winds, 15% chance of hail, 2% chance of a tornado, as compared to yesterday, where it was as high as a 45% chance of winds, with the additional chance that it was going to be significant. So today, by comparison, not as severe. So here's the specific wind map. So this would be the chance of winds 58 miles per hour and greater. Now, of course, we could still see the levels that we saw yesterday with the 75 plus, but it's not specifically forecast or whatnot. Hail would be 1 inch or larger for it to qualify as severe, so there's just slight risk areas. And 2% tornado chance, there's 3 of them. So what does this mean? If you're not familiar, we can pick this random point in Ohio. And that means that this random point in Ohio, there's a 2% chance that that random point or someone within a 25-mile radius of them will see a tornado today. So that same logic applies to this. So this would mean 15% with, 15% chance for this point or within 25-mile radius, so on and so forth. Tomorrow, just back down to 5%. So we just look at the probability map to actually see where the severe stuff is forecast. It's up there and then on the coast again. And then on day 3, since there's nothing higher than a 5%, there's nothing on this map. So you look at this one and you see that there's all of 4 different 5% areas going on. Arizona with a tiny little 5%. Yes, and the days 4 through 8 is now back down to potential too low as opposed to predictability too low. So they're now saying that there isn't severe thunderstorms expected, or at least that's what it's supposed to mean, in days 4 through 8. Now, of course, as things get closer, they can always change, because that's the weather for you. SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of the screencast. If you'd like to be depressed, you go hang out at the drought page and see that for most of the country it's going to continue to stay in a drought for really, I have no idea. 6 months maybe even longer. Maybe it's permanent. Maybe the United States is the new desert. Right, all of the United States, new desert cannot get, don't say those words, otherwise it comes out as nude desert or something, and that doesn't even make any sense. Yes, WikiWix is where you can get severe thunderstorm weather or something. WICKEDWX.com. You can also get it from weather.gov, Storm Prediction Center. Cyclone is one lovely source where you can get stuff. CYCLOCANE.com. You can also get it from the National Hurricane Center or the Joint Typhoon Warning Center or wherever your regional specialized meteorological center is. Because hopefully they'll be paying attention and covering it. Yes, that's it for today. Hopefully the weekend goes splendidly for you.